welcome. You're on Mystery Card Monday on Tamara's Paper Trail. I am Tamara Bertram, coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Give me a hidey-ho. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And thank you for tuning in here and not to the election. Much more fun here. A lot less stressful. Excuse me. Yeah, this is the place to be. We're a heck of a lot more fun. Yes, it's true. Give me a hidey-ho. Let me know who's going to play along tonight. This layout tonight is a keeper. It's a keeper. I'm going to start with the basics on how to make a super, super quick, easy card. And then we're just going to step it up a little bit or a lot of bit, whatever works for you guys. This is a great layout. It is going to help you use up a lot of paper in your stash. I'm going to do some with you. I've cut a few pieces of the designer paper, but I haven't finished designing them. I was too busy today. I was doing all the things. It was very productive. I had the house to myself. Oh my God. All day, you guys. Aside from an hour where the designers came in, we had to discuss how to lay out my new closets. I had the house to myself. Alicia left at 10 after 8. And then it was all me and the cat, who may or may not have been locked in not the closet, the Alicia's bedroom for an hour or two. So it was glorious, you guys. I got so much done in my own time, in my own headspace. It was glorious, glorious. Anyway, okay, some people are hopping in. Hello, hi, Shannon and Donna, Karen, Penny, Lena, Mary, Alexina. Hello, my friends. Thanks for tuning in. Today, originally I was thinking, oh, I'll just do let me show you how. I didn't really have any desire to create anything. I just thought, I don't have the brain power. Oh my goodness, I stumbled across a layout that I think I've done before, honestly, but I saw it done by my fellow demo, Jamie. She's in the US. Jamie, I don't even know how to say her last name. Babarsik. Let's go with, I don't know. Jamie B. She is Stamp It Up with Jamie. So she's all over Instagram. And she does a lot of collabs with Canadian demonstrator Alison Akamitsu in Calgary, like top demo. She's been #1 in Canada in the past. She's amazing. Her and Jamie pair up a lot. So Stamp It Up with Jamie. Check her out. She's got some great stuff. So I saw her card and I went, that's it. That's the one. And honestly, I love it. I absolutely love it. So I hope you guys play along tonight. It's a good one. Hi, Sandy. And Sonia, Deborah, hello. Oh, Deborah, I feel bad when I say it because honestly, I do like my family, but these renovations, there are 4 adults now confined to essentially one room most of the time. The main floor. It's just one big open room, right? So the 4 of us, there's only really 3 chairs, only 2 of which actually face the TV. We've never had a TV on the main floor before. Well, we did when the kids were really little, but when they were about 4, I said, get this TV out of here. I want a room with no TV. So it's bizarre having it on the main floor. I don't watch it in the day, but in the evening, there's 4 of us sitting in the same room. Nobody wants to be in the basement because it looks like a freaking tornado went around down here. It's chaos and you can't relax down here because literally I'm stepping on coats to get to the bathroom and it's the entire upper floor is in the garage and the basement. It's madness. So when I say, to just get the house to myself, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Jen. Welcome. Hey, Melanie. Hello, my friend. Paulette's in the house. Hi, Susan. That's okay, Kathy. I'm just getting warmed up. Literally, I had 2 sweaters on a minute ago. I'm down to 1, but I might have to put it back on. It's pretty cold. Hi, MJ. Nice to see you. All right. Hope you had a good weekend. What did I do? Oh, you know what? I took the weekend. You saw what I did? I started a puzzle. So, yeah, there goes my productivity level for the rest of the week. I was going to take it apart. I was going to break it up and put it with only one room. Oh, Kathy, you live with only one room. Yeah, it's not okay. Yeah, so I was going to tear the puzzle not apart. I was going to put it in chunks and then just address it, 2 months from now when I'm bored, that ever happens. But I couldn't. Every time I walked by, I'm like, oh, there's a piece. Yeah, so the puzzle stays. So I did a puzzle on Sunday. So I visited my dad Saturday and Sunday. So essentially, like the weekend, I just took off because I go to see him between 11 and 1:30. I help feed him his lunch and I hang out with him. And then when he decides it's time for a nap, I kind of sneak out. Went for lunch with a girlfriend on Sunday. And yeah, like I did not, like literally Saturday, I came home and I was on my phone for probably 4 or 5 hours, just playing games and just decompressing. Went for today. I walked to go vote. Hope you voted. If you didn't vote, if you're in Canada and you didn't vote, you can just unfriend me right now. Okay, just unfriend me. I don't have tolerance for people who don't vote. So hi, Ida. That's just me. I'm very passionate about voting. It's people died. People died for us to have the privilege. At the very least we can do is go and vote. So I do hope you vote if you're in Canada. It makes a difference, right? And if you don't vote, first of all, don't let me find out you didn't vote. But if you didn't vote, you don't get to complain ever. Okay? Just saying that. All right. I'll get off my soapbox because this isn't a political announcement brought to you by anybody. But yes, a lot did. MJ, I think in the past people did their early votes about like $4 million, $4 million, 4 million people. This year I heard it was like 7.5 million. Yeah. So a lot of people did that because it was Easter Monday and people had that option and they took it. Two of my four did it early. Alicia and I did it today. So yeah. Okay, so the other thing I did on Friday, I had my class, and it was a great one, my beautiful butterflies class. So I'm going to find, where's my face? There we go. I'm just going to do a plug here. So I was about to sit down today. I came down here with all things to do, and I was going to put together all my extras. I cut 8 extra packets because I love these cards, and I thought I'm going to make up the extras, and that's what I had planned to do today. And I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to put out one more plug to see if anybody wants to buy the leftovers. So this was very popular when Tracy and I did when we had extras left over from our extravaganza. I said, hey, who wants the leftovers? And they were snapped up. So I thought, you know what? You have just a little less than half an hour to get out there to vote. That's right, Virginia. As long as you're in the building by 7:30, they have to let you vote. So get off here if you haven't voted. Thank you, Virginia. Yeah. Well, Karen, then you're forgiven and we can still stay friends. Oh, that's nice, Kathy. I think, did my dad vote today? And if he did, like I have to have a word with somebody because that's not okay. A man with dementia who no, you shouldn't be voting if you don't know that you're in St. Albert right now. I have a problem with that. Like, I don't know if I understood my mom correctly. We were texting and I'm like, did he vote? Did they come around and take his vote? Because that's not all right. I'll have to be talking to my MLA about that if that's a thing. But anyway. So I have 8 packages of these leftovers. So this is my beautiful butterflies virtual class that I did. If you're in Canada, you can get the pieces. So this is what I mailed to you. For $40, you get all of the pieces to make these 4 cards. So this is how I package them. Like everything's in there, all in one little tiny piece or package there. So you get the 4 projects we did. Why is my alarm? I'll stop that. I voted. Okay. So you get those pieces, and you get no, you don't get the PDF with that. No, for $40 you get the package and you get the video replay of the class. Okay, so that's what you get. You can also, if you're in Canada, well, that's what I was thinking, Kathy. I don't know. I'm very confused. But anyway, you can buy just the PDF, which is written instructions on and all the dimensions and everything to cut your own pieces. That's $25 in Canada, or it's $27 in Canada if you have to pay via PayPal. International, so my UK friends, anybody who's outside of Canada, it's $27. That's just because there's a fee for PayPal. But again, in Canada, $40 gets you all of this. So I have 8 packages left. If you want them, hey, like comment in the comments that you would like a package. 8 of them. I'd like to see them go off to new homes. If not, I'll make up the extras, but it would save me a lot of time if you guys just bought them. So let's do that. Okay. That's all I have to say about that one. I was doing a little playing around today. So my next class is coming up on what month is this? April? Is this my April? No. Is this my April 30th or my May? What's happening in April? What month is it? I already did my April class. That was yesterday, Friday. Okay, May 30th is my Sweet Blooms class. Why don't I have it all written out? I don't know where it went. These are the cards we're making for that one. I do all the die cutting for you, and I love it. Now, I was playing with this one. I'm like, this is such, I love this card. I love this card so much. Thank you, Alexina. You guys, you can make it in any color, any color. I might accidentally have 4 packages of Summer Splash, so I'm going to be using a lot of Summer Splash, but it just goes to show once you've taken the class, you can actually, if you take the class, you can also purchase the PDF afterwards for $5. But the class includes all the pieces, and you get together with me and a whole bunch of my friends and virtually, and we put it together. So same thing as usual. It's $90 porch pickup, 100 long distance, $25 PDF option, 27 long distance or international, and there's the $40 class only option. I mean, class plus the pieces, right? So that's coming up. But I just wanted to show the versatility. Like you can switch out the colors and just make it your own. So I love it. That's my class for May 30th. That's what I'll stop there. And let's just giddy up. Let's go on this. Okay. When I was in the military and away from areas of voting, basic training, they came to my unit so I could vote. Yeah, and that's what it sounded like they were doing, Crystal, at Dad's. But I'm like I imagine because Mom didn't get a voter's card for Dad, I think that probably the home provides a list to Elections Canada of the residents who are still alive on voting day. And somebody came around and they asked if they could put the X for him. Like he told them what to put, and then he put it in the box. So I'm like, he voted, right? I see you, Cindy. Oh, I'm sorry. It's hard. It's okay. Cindy, it's very hard to read and talk. It's hard. I do miss comments. I'm sorry. I see you. You're not invisible, girl. Do we get the PDF? You get it. If you take the $40 option, you can buy the PDF for $5 more, okay? Because you're already investing a lot in the class. So there's the option to purchase the PDF, yes. If you want just the PDF, Cindy, for you, it's $25 in Canada. So you can get just the PDF. But then you have to prep all your own pieces. Mm-hmm. Darby from Brownville, Alberta. Brownville? Did I get it right? Not Dirtville. It's Brownville? Browntown? Brownville? That was nice. Okay. Hey, you guys, let's make a card. It's 712. This is the easiest card. It's just so easy. I love it. I'm going to give a shout out again. So, pardon me. This is how you spell her name in my glossy. This is my Post-it note, you guys. Hey, like I've been using them. I showed you this a couple weeks ago. Amazon, baby. My reusable Post-it notes. Although I'm not actually using them. They're sticky, but I'm not making them sticky. I'm just laying them here so that I don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like almost always do we have the standard card base. So anyway, I love it. It came with this nice little bag too. Anyway, Amazon. Did I get it right, Darby? No, field. Brown field. Okay. I got the brown parts. No, Brownville. Brown field. I'll get it. Give me 2 more weeks, Darby. I'll get there. Brown field. Okay, so like it's a field that's brown. So it's not Dirtville, it's brown field. Okay. Alrighty then, giddy up, let's go. Yeah, this layout. I found it on James. I'm pretty sure I've done this layout myself before, but anyway. Let's do it. Giddy up. We are going to start with the basic. So if you haven't played along or if you've never seen me before and you think, what the heck is going on here? Welcome to the chaos that is my life. This is Mystery Card Monday. So I gave you a recipe earlier where I said, hey, prep these pieces. Like I can't, every time I was like, hey, when that stamp set is retiring and I'm very sad. Hey, it's called saying, hey. But I gave you a recipe earlier and I said, hey, prep these pieces and we're going to make 2 cards tonight. And I'm going to show you how. This is the snazzy version. So we're going to start with a non-snazzy version. So non-snazzy is this. Okay. So where's Mr. Pointer? Now let's use Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty's feeling lonely today. So our standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to cut 2. So I've got my 1, my 2. Okay. Thank you, Miss Kitty. Then, that's just going to slide all over the place. All right. So usual tools, embellishments, die cuts, inks. Okay. That's the standard. Scrap for a sentiment. Yeah. Okay. So what we really want here, this is what we've got, our 2 card bases and our 2 pieces of 6x6 designer series paper. Okay. Hey, Jenny. Hello. Did you complete? Yeah. No. No, Jenny. I probably found about 20 more pieces since then. I had to step away. Yeah. You'll take it the next boat. I'm not selling that one. The hay, Inez. Yeah. I don't think I can part with it yet. Not yet. Give me a couple, and then I decide. Okay, I haven't used it in 3 years. I'll get rid of it. But designer series paper, 2 coordinating sheets, 1 bold and 1 subtle. So when I say bold, I mean it's just like one that's pretty intense and one that's not. Now, here's what we're going to do. First, we'll fold our card bases and get those out of the way because that's extremely hard. Fold it in half. Get your bone folder. Fold them in half. Okay, so I'll keep one here. I'll move that one over there. Yeah, so I've got the 2 pieces here. Well, because I like it, Inez, I like it. And I tend to forget when items are retired, I move them over to the other side of the room. And then what are the chances I'm going to get up, break my neck to go and get it? There's always something current that I can use. But then I think, well, one day when I stop doing this as a business, I want that set. I've been doing this almost 20 years. I don't think I'm stopping anytime soon, but in my head, I can't part with things right away. But anyway. That's why not. So we're going to take these, the designer paper, and I'm actually going to chop them together because it's so thin. It's okay. It's not going to wreck our blade. It's really, hey, look at down here. Oh, you should register for my paper and ribbon share by Monday. And then you can get paper because you're going to use all your paper on this fabulous layout. So you need more. Okay. I'm going to stack my papers on top of each other and cut them together. Now this is actually the same pattern. One's turned over though. Okay. And then, but I want this pattern to be up and down. So it's directional. So have them both facing up. So this is the direction I want. This is the direction I want. So stack them on top of each other. And I'm going to turn it a quarter of a turn. And I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. Both of them together. So just line them up, cut them together. Okay. So there we go. Keep that for another project another day. Okay, turn it back the way it was, and we're going to cut it at 3. Just right in half, 3. Done. Okay, what set? I had to leave. It's called Saying Hey. That's the one I just love. It's like, hey, and is it out there? No, where? It's still here because I haven't found room. Where is it? Saying Hey. I haven't found room on my other, like it's still here. Saying hey. It's retiring. See the red dot? It's retiring. So I just love this. Hey, I love you. Hey, I'm so glad you exist. You know my thoughts on that sentiment. But anyway, apparently they needed it more than one stamp set. Okay, back to my card. Here you go. Don't blink, you'll miss it. Here's our layout. Put one piece of paper down here. And you're going to put the other piece of paper down here. That's it. That's all. That's our layout. Okay, it doesn't look like a whole lot now, but that's because, there's no sentiment or anything. So this is the basics. Oh, did I get distracted? Yes. I was like, if you've never watched me before, welcome. This is the chaos that is me. Mystery Card Monday, when I give you the recipe, that's where I went on my tangent. I give you the recipe, and then we come together and I tell you how to cut it and put it together for a very, very, very basic card layout. Then we may or may not step it up, which means just make it a little bit fancier, a little bit more complicated. So, but this is great for beginners, or if you have to mass produce for a swap or for a class, you need to use simple, and this will use up your stash. So that's what we're doing here. If I can find what I'm looking for, here we go. So I'm going to bring out my silicone mat. And I'm going to put tape on the back of these and tape them down. So this, all you really need, like for the basics of my Mystery Card Monday cards, you just really need stamps, ink, and paper. You shouldn't need a die cutting machine. You shouldn't need like the embossing folders and all that kind of stuff. Like it should be for a beginner who really just has stamp, ink, and paper. So we're going to put tape on the back. I use my silicone mat because it really helps start, like it's this one I'm having trouble with, so a lot of times I would have to go like this to advance the tape, but if you start it on the silicone mat, you don't have that problem. It catches every time. So I've got tape on the back of both of them, that was wrong. Okay. I put it on the, it was supposed to be like, oh, for crying in the sink. This was supposed to go like this. Hang on. Where's my other piece? I put them both on the wrong. Let's try that again. I need to put it on the back of this like that, and I need it to be on the back of this. I put it on the same side, which I wasn't supposed to. Okay, so this one, and I did it that way so that I can put it together at the angle I want. So in the past, I've put this down, and then I wanted it more or less angled. So now I've learned, okay, if I want, I just kind of eyeball it like this, and then if I need more of a tilt, I can do it before it's stuck down. So that's kind of the orientation I want. So I'll stick this one to this one, and then I'll put it down here. Now you can make it so that it's like this, so that this is flush with your card base, or you can keep it at an angle. And then this one is straight and that one's flush, or somewhere in between where they're all crooked, which I kind of like, because then it's like, well, you don't have to be perfect because it's all crooked. Now this one, seriously, how did okay. Here's how you fix a screw up, right? So I didn't mean to put the tape on this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to fix the screw ups. I'm going to take my embossing buddy and apparently my chapstick, and I'm going to poof. I'm going to de-stick the sticky with this. It's just got cornstarch or something. I don't know, some magic powder that's in there. And then I'm going to take my gum eraser. We used to sell these, but any dollar store has them now. And this one's very well loved. Ducks will fall off if you tilt them. Okay, so I'm just going to now rub off the adhesive. It's going to take me a minute because, of course, I put a whole strip down the side of it twice. But this is how you're going to save the piece of paper that you put tape on the wrong side of. And I do this a lot. Okay? You know you're having a bad day. Well, it wasn't a bad day. It's like, you know you need a vacation when? I literally, yesterday, I am not kidding you, I had to Google what year it was. I was thinking it was 2026. And I was doing, I reward my team for, I call it the Stampiversary. So when it's like their anniversary of joining Stampin' Up, I send them a card and all this kind of stuff. So I was calculating and I was going along and I was like, oh, she's been doing this for 5 years and she's been in it for 3 and she's been in it for 2 and 1. And then I saw somebody who joined like May 17th, 2025. And I went, no. Anyway, something twigged and I went, 2025, that's not right. She's been with me for a year and this is 2025. But when I was calculating everybody else's year of service, I was doing 2026 minus, 2018 or whatever year it said they joined. And I'm like, no, it's 2026. Wait, no, it's 2025. Literally had to Google today's date to find out it was 2025. And I went, holy liftin', I need a vacation. I don't even know what flipping year. Forget the month, forget the day or the date. I don't even know what year I'm in. You're questioning the chapstick. Okay. Yeah, I've got my little tickle tray. Look, what I've got. Look, this is like, so I've got all this stuff. I've got my lens cleaner. Apparently I have lip issues. I got lots of stuff just hanging out. I got hand lotion over here. Look, I got my hairbrush. Gotta look good, right? Anyway, I'm sure you came here to, well, anyway. So now I needed to save this piece because I need it for my next card. So there we go. All right, back to my original card. Hi, Mary. Hello. Hi, Barbara. Hello. All right, so here's the basics of our card. Now I need a sentiment. So for this one, I'm going to bring in a 1/2-inch strip from my little stash. I've got a box full of sentiments over there, or of strips. And I'm using the Hello Friend from the ducks. Whatever they are, whatever the ducks are. Here, these little guys. Duck Pond. Is that what it's called? Charming Duck Pond. This one's retiring. Okay, so the Hello Friend, but I wanted it long and skinny. And it's not, right? It's short and one on top of the other. So that's okay. I can fix that. Let me show you how. I'm going to use my favorite color because anytime there's any chance of me using my pretty peacock. So I'm gonna use the sentiment in pretty peacock. Sydney, if they did let me vote. I know who's got the dementia, my dad or me. Oh my God. Hey, cheeky. Sydney, I will send you off to the island. You be careful. Okay, I'm going to get this in the head. Okay, so I want to stamp hello, and then I want to stamp friend. So I don't like using the marker. You can take a marker and you can color just the word hello. So this is called direct to stamp coloring. So you can take your marker and you can just color the word hello. Then what happens, because you've kind of started inking here, by the time you get over here, it's kind of dry over there. So to reactivate the ink, you do what we call huffing. So you go on it, and then you stamp it. Now, I don't love that. I don't love the look. It's not as detailed. Like, look at that. It's okay in a pinch. But I prefer the ink pad. This doesn't attach to the stamp as well. So I will only ink it on the edge of the ink pad up to just the word hello. There's a few things you could do. If you're too challenged to be able to ink just the one word, you can put some washi tape. There's so many different ways you can do this. Where's my washi tape? Do I have any here? I've got 4 buckets of washi tape, but oh, here's a little bit. Okay. A really old one. So you can take some washi tape, or heck, I've got masking tape. You can do that too. So washi tape or masking tape, or what is this called? Scotch tape. And you can just tape over your word friend. Okay, so you're blocking it off. Okay, so now you can, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink it up to the word, to the bottom of the hello. Because you can see through the photopolymer. So I can see that I've inked up just the word hello. All right? But if you can't do that, stamp the whole thing. You got your tape on there. Then before you stamp it down on your tab, you throw this away. Don't be leaving that lying around, because you know where it's going to end up. And then we're going to stamp the hello over here. Hello. Ta-da! Then I'm going to come in with my, clean it off. I'm going to wipe the whole thing off. And then I just have to make sure that it's dry before I do the friend. So then I just kind of, I go like this, make sure it's dry. Because now I'm going to, you can do the same thing. You could put the tape over the hello, but I'm just going to ink up the word friend. And again, because you can see through the photopolymer, you just have to go slow. And if you miss and you get some of the word hello in there, okay, so that you can see I've just inked up the word friend. If you happen to get some of the hello in there, you can take your, this guy, your blender pen, and you can just remove it as best you can. Or you can wipe it off and start again. It's not like it's going to take you 4 hours. So now I'm going to go in, pardon my head, try to get lined up here, and stamp the friend. So now instead of, well, one's higher than the other, but that's okay. Clean that off. So that's how you can make a long sentiment from a short one. Okay, so I'm going to chop that off. And then I'm going to bring in my snips. The center, side to side, or corner to tip, corner to tip. Okay, and I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. Crazy, simple, but lovely. So you don't have to have all the toys. All you need is some, like this is a card base and 2 pieces of designer paper. Okay, now this, where this goes is going to be dictated by my image. So on this one, he's going to go here because it kind of fits well under these two. On this one, though, it's going to go over here where it fits better under these two. Like you don't want to put it in the middle, and it just, so this dictates, the paper will dictate kind of where you're going with it. So I'm going to go over here with a hello friend. And then you know I have to have just to, so I mean, you could be done with that, But if you have some embellishments, hi Julie Black, how are you? Oh, look at that, I'm at the end of another roll of my twine. Okay, so we're gonna cut, I've gotta have my little bow. Stay over there. If you have the embellishments, you can add them. If you don't, it's lovely as it is. But just so, again, if you haven't watched me before, the way that you, what I call step up a card, like make it fancier, is texture and embellishments. Okay, that adds interest. And if you can just tie a piece of baker's twine, that right there is gonna step it up. Right? If you have, and then I might trim this a little. I like long tails on my bows. Then if you have embellishments kicking around, you can add those in too. I am now trying to use up stuff that's retiring. These are retired. They're already gone, actually. These were the Sunny Days dots, I think. So I like the orange will kind of pull, so I can use the orange. So, you know, I like the 3. I like to design in 3s. There is our card. Hey, Stacy. Oh, you noticed. Oh my God, Stacy. I haven't done my nails properly in 3 weeks. They are naked. I don't even have my strengthening stuff on it. Within 8 hours of not having it on, this one cracked way down. Like, I can't even believe I don't have any. Could you tie a bow slowly? I have a bow maker. Yes. But the way they show you how is more. You betcha, Deborah. I'm here to teach people. Okay, so this is the easy basic card. Okay, so let me show you, Deborah. So for anybody who might be, oh, my paper's taped together. If you can get a bow maker similar to this on Amazon. Just Google, or in Amazon, look up bow maker. And my dad made this. They're just 1 inch apart, different size dowlings. Okay, thanks, Julie. So usually I use about a 7-inch piece of, look at that, it's just about 7 inches is generally what I use. Okay, so you're going to have the things facing you, Deborah. I hold it in front of me, wrap it around. Okay, so you're just wrapping it around. Right? Review, wrap it around. This piece goes under, over. And then you just tie a knot. A crisscross, not even a knot. Crisscross. So, one more time. Front, wrap it around the back. So left hand, wrap it around the back. Goes between the legs. Over. Tie it in a crisscross. Simple as that. Ta-da! Here we go. Okay, let's step this one up. So I'm going to bring in the thing I had before. Did I emboss a piece? I thought I did. Where did it go? I did emboss it. Here we go. So I emboss now. So I was saying, if you want to snazz it up, the 2 cardstock layers that are 5.5 by 4 1/4, you can emboss them. All right. So this, if you're doing 2 cards, which we are, because when we cut this 6 by 6, it made 2 3 by 3s, right? Okay. You're welcome, Deborah. So now I'm just going to tape this. I embossed this first, and now I'm just going to tape it down or glue it down to this. And I am going to use my liquid glue so it has a better seal because it's so embossed. And this is the Gentle Waves embossing folder. So I picked one that kind of went. Like, we got some ducks. Ducks are near water. Waves are water. So it has to make sense to me. And this made sense. So I did some waves. Move swiftly and with purpose. Now this one I already has tape on the back of it, so that one's okay. And then this one I'm going to put the tape. Get in my embossing folder or my silicone mat and my tape. Okay. Let's do it like this. There we go. All right, so this one go there. This one will go here. Something like that. Like that. Oh, we can make him straight. Sure, that'll go like that. And I'm going to make this one flat, like parallel to the bottom and the top, like that. Still a little sticky. And now he's a little bit messy. Where did that eraser go? Here we go. And he's just dirty. All right. So for this one, again, I'm going to come in with my this, and I'll stamp the hello friends. Sorry, lost connection. Can you stamp words same way with rubber stamps? Absolutely, Linda. The problem is it's just it's harder to see where you're going, but I've done it with red rubber to the point where I'll go like this and I can still kind of see on the red rubber where, like, so I'm just, you can't see what my face is doing. I just look. It's harder to do, but you absolutely can. Put the tape over it, though. It'll be a lot easier. So I'm going to go in again with the hello. Okay, and I'm going to go hello. Put this one over here. Hello. Clean it off, and then I'm going to go in with a friend. I really thought I'd be able to do 3 or 4 of these because they're so quick, but I keep going off on tangents, which is so unlike me. Okay, so just getting the friend in there. Hello, and it's crooked, and that bothers me, but it bothers me a lot. So much so that I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do the friend over here. Oh, that F isn't quite done. So let's go back in and get that F. Oh! See, I touched the hello. You can just lick your finger. Okay. I'll touch it up if I need to with the marker. Oh, and the D isn't done either. Okay, let's go. I can do this. There we go, the D. There we go. Close enough, friend. Clean it off. Let's go into the hello. Sure. Or what you could do is just use a sentiment that's already long and straight. Like maybe this one. You know, it's already long. You don't have to do all this faffing about. Okay. All right then. So I'm going to chop this one off, and then this little guy is, so he's going to go this way over here. He's going to flag on this end. So chop him there and there. And then here. Amazon, I think she said, Cindy. Amazon's where I get 90% of my stuff. It's Craig's birthday next week. When is his birthday? The 3rd. So yeah, off to Amazon I go. I don't know how I ever shopped before Amazon. Okay. I figure what I destroy in the environment for them making multiple deliveries to my house, I save in gas and polluting the world with my gas driving from store to store. So that's my logic. All right, so here we go. We were putting it right under these little guys. Hello, friend. And then this guy can have, look, I already have a bow. Thank you, Deborah. These are the little dots for my paper pumpkins. They're just a nice size. They're a little bit, just, most of them are just a titch smaller than our mini glue dots. And because when I use it for the baker's twine, I just find it's a better size. So that's what I've been using lately. And then I'm going to go in again with these. Okay, and we're going to put them, I'm still in the field of vision. I'm all over the place tonight, literally. Okay, got to be careful. Like, you don't want it to look like he's pooping, which it kind of does there, but at least his poop is pretty. I guess I should have thought that one through, but oh well. There we go. So here are my 2 cards. The simple version, it's just paper, ink, and a few embellishments. This one steps it up because I've added texture. And that's the only difference. I just added like a layer of texture. Yeah, I know, right, Cindy? It was crazy, right? Yeah, I know, Kim. The 3rd, well, no, isn't that's Saturday? Yeah, I know. Is it an egg? Okay, well, as long as it doesn't look like orange poop. So these are the ones I had made earlier. Okay, let me show you this one. Oh my gosh, this one is so beautiful. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love it. So, and this one doesn't even have the layer, you guys. This one is on very vanilla. This is called the Beautiful Gallery. This is quite possibly the most beautiful pack of paper I've ever seen them make. I love every sheet of it. Beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. So I thought we could make a few more, and I'll show you. This kind of leads into the card that is very similar to Jamie's, because I love this one pattern in particular so much. So we're just going to kind of, I know, Deborah, it's just stunning. So I'm going to essentially case Jamie's. So I'm giving her credit, which is just the decent thing to do, you guys. If you love this layout, that's great. I mean, I want you to make them. I want you to share it. I want you to teach it in your classes. I want you to show people what you've made. It really is good etiquette, though, to give credit to the originator. So I think I've done this layout or very similar to it before, but I'm giving a shout out to Jamie because it's just common courtesy to say, hey, I made a card that was inspired by Jamie. And this one is virtually identical. So for this one, there's a new embossing folder in the new catalog, something about Baroque motif. I don't even know what it is. It's a new embossing folder. So I embossed, it's part of the suite that goes with this paper. This is another one of the sheets that is so, so, so beautiful. Cindy, it is the Beautiful Gallery. And I have 4 packages. I'm not kidding. I've got 4. This is the first. I love it. I'm not just saying that, you guys. I love it. I was struggling to decide what pattern to use. So this is the first one that I used. I thought, well, let's try to be different than Jamie. But Jamie's is so beautiful, so let's just recreate Jamie's. So this layout works so well with all of our, what is our picture-esque papers, like this one, the thoughtful whatever it's called, the Splendid Autumn, all of those papers that we have that are realistic scenery pictures. This is a great layout for that. So this was one pattern, and the other side goes very well with this. Now we don't have, we're waiting for an update tomorrow on the cloud cover color. But that's what I would have liked to have used for inks and things, but it's not available right now. So stay tuned. Tomorrow we'll know more. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, this entire pack of paper is just everything. It's a 6x6, and it's in my paper share. So, oh, hey, you should get my paper share. Register. I have 2 spots left. I order in sets of 4 because people get a quarter of a pack of the papers, generally speaking. And so it helps if I order in multiples of 4. And so right now I've got 2 left in my current spacing of people. And I'm ordering on the 6th. So I think I want this one crooked. Anyway, so we're going to go like this. And what am I going to do for a sentiment on this one? I hear you cry. I don't know. You're pretty wonderful. I could do... Oh, I could just do it. Look, this is just laying on my desk. Bloom. Bloom. Let's do it. Bloom. Should do Bloom. Hey, so this is another suite. Okay, I am going rogue now. Hang on. This is the Sweet Blooms, the class that I'm holding that you're all going to register for. Okay, so these are the, look, this, I was playing with it earlier. So I'm going to take my new, what's it called? Secret Sea, this one. Let's see how this looks. No, what is this? Bloom. I need the outline for Bloom. Yeah, okay. I'm totally going rogue now. This wasn't on the plan, but what it goes to show is when you start with this this basic layout, you can just then play and see what you can come up with. Like this just kind of fell into my lap. Look at Bloom. And then you say bloom like where you're planted or whatever it's called. Bloom where you're planted. So you could do, I don't want to cover that up. Bloom. Where you planted? I need another strip. See, I've got all my strips are all just down here. I have so many strips. Let's see, bloom where you're planted. The only downside to me stamping this in the C crest is my secret C is it's starting to dry out. I told Stampin' Up, I'm like, you have to sell me the reinkers before the catalog goes live because I've used it so much already. It's going dry. And I don't like that. I like a night like that. It's okay, but it should be crisper. It should. Can you make a mail version card with that layout for us, please, Cindy? I can. But there's your challenge, girlfriend. Why don't you make one and then share it with us? How about the airplane paper that's retiring? Cindy, right? A sheet of this and a sheet of that. Boom, you got a masculine card. This paper, this is the upcoming new something textiles. Any of those would work. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to glue this. Where you're planted could go on the inside of your card. Oh, you're right. It could. I don't think it covers up too much there. But you're right, Karen. That's a good idea. Yeah. All right. Fine. Okay, I'm using the wrong ink. I've got a finer tip that I should be using. Okay, let's try it. I'm just dabbing a little dabble do ya. Brill cream. Little dabble do ya. Okay. That's how old I am. Okay. So I'm going to stick this to this. Yeah, I should use my adhesive sheets, but that seems like a lot of work. I can't see what I'm doing, so let's go here. There we go. Because it's glue, I can scooch it over a little bit before it dries too much. Like that. Ta-da! Could pop it up on dimensionals. Mini dimensionals. That want to stick together. See, it's 7:47. Like this is how quick it is. Like you're spending all your time. This one's actually cut in half for me. Thank you very much. Earlier me, younger me. It's so quick that you can make 3 or 4 in no time. And because you're like when you cut, you've already cut for 2. So you can see how you can go through a stack of your papers in like no time. Bloom. I love this color combination. I love this sheet. I love it. I just swallowed air. I swallowed my spit wrong in the night last night. And I woke up choking, which woke up Craig at 2 a.m. and then he didn't get back to sleep. So he's not really happy with me right now because he's tired and it's my fault. Oh well. He'll forgive me, I'm sure. All right, bloom where you're planted. Put that over here. Actually, you know what? It does. Because it's so long, it doesn't really, I shouldn't have flag ended it. Okay, let's put it on the inside, like Karen suggested. Bloom where you're planted. We do have some, it doesn't really even need them, but we do have gems that coordinate. And this is how many I have, like I'm already on my second pack for the most part. Like this is crazy how many I've used in the short amount of time. Oh, that's not what's going on here. Okay. Now I've got Brill cream, a little dabble do ya in my head. Okay. And I am now, wait, uh-oh. Do I have more white thread linen? Oh my goodness. Okay, here's another one. Okay, I was like, do I have to get up and go I'm going to fall off my chair. Okay, it's 7:49. I can still make one more. I cut. See, this is why I shouldn't do things ahead of time. I cut like 6 or 7 different sets of paper. And maybe I will just slap them down on a card base and then maybe look at snazzing them up. No, like, is that too many? Too much? You want the paper to... Maybe, no bow for you. No bow for you. Okay, that's that one. Okay. Let me show you. Okay, here's the other 2 to that. So, right, like for every one that I cut, you're cutting for 2. That makes it sound like I'm having twins or something. Look. I may or may not step these up with embossing layers, but I don't have time to emboss right now. We have things to do. Tune in tomorrow, Deborah. I'll let you know. You're a demonstrator. Check out the website tomorrow. There's news. There's news. Okay. So this one, I was thinking, yeah, like, well, you can offset them like this. I know I've done that layout before, but we'll do it like this. Okay. So I'll start these 7:51, and then we'll see where we land. I'm not going to finish them before I have to sign off. However, yeah, okay, like that. Right? Then we can do hello, whatever is going to happen there. This one is from the Thoughtful Journey. She said something thoughtful. There's a matching Thoughtful Wishes. So whatever the paper is, thoughtful something or other. I thought, well, this. Nope. Nope. Wait, what? That and that one. This and this one. This and this one. Like, these are all from the same pack. How pretty is this color? I think I'll stamp on this one. So I'm just going to tape them down, and then it's just a matter of finding a sentiment. So you can use any of these for a masculine card, Cindy. Just making sure I'm putting ink on the right side, or tape on the right side. Okay. All right. Then we've got this one. So this looks like it could be a good sympathy card or even a birthday card. Anything with flowers. Okay. I love these bold colors right now. I'm craving bold colors. It's not the best time for me to be picking out paint for my walls. I know, Lorraine. Yeah. Add as many as you can. Get the suite, and then you get one, and then you can order 2 more. So you will have 3. Do it. You won't regret it. And how have you not ordered it already? There was free shipping on the other day. You should own all of the things, Lorraine. And also, hello, my friend. I was thinking about you a couple of weeks ago. I wonder how that Lorraine is doing. I haven't talked to you in forever. Okay, look, you guys. Right? You could just keep on going. Let me see. How about plaid? Okay, this one, let's just see what we can do for Cindy. And I have to be careful with which colors I use because I'm actually doing a class and it uses these colors. So maybe I can't do the plaid because I don't remember which ones I'm using. Okay, we don't get plaid, Cindy. Sorry. I can't screw up in case I use it for my class. Let's see. Should we do the airplane? I don't really want to do the airplane. I don't not feeling the airplane. So let's pretend this was 6x6 paper. What's a good masculine pattern here? Is there such thing as a masculine pattern for paper? Textured paper. Woven textiles. That's what this one is called. Well, there's that. I was looking for that. This one. Okay, there we go. That and that. I mean, it can just be whatever it needs to be. Is that too dark for the front? Nah, let's just do it. So for this one then, I will do, it's going to be 3 wide. So we'll do 3 and then 4 1/4 tall. So 3 wide. 4¼ tall. So thirsty. I need a beverage. Oh, it's 7:54. 4¼ Okay. Now this one, I think we could either use, this is basic beige. There is, let's see how it looks. There's crumb cake. Like that. That one's a little intense though. Let's put that one in the back, I think, hey? Like that. Yep. There we go. Let's do that. This is actually the perfect layout for masculine cards because according to Earl, aka Craig, you can't have all the bows and all the doodads and the glitter and all that for a guy card. It just has to be a sentiment that says, happy birthday. So, I could literally, if that was the right colors, I could just slap it on like that. This is simple birthday. It's one stamp. I just cut it into two. But literally, you could just do that. I'm not going to, but you could. Happy birthday. This is another one, layered thoughts. According to Craig, that's what we would do, but it's not quite long enough. Like, shut the front door. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. If I can find my right block, let's do this one. Doing it. Here's a masculine card. Okay, I'm seasoning. What I'm doing is I'm seasoning my stamp to make sure that I take off some of the gloss. And I'm going to ink that up with my early espresso. And we are going to stamp right on this bad boy. Yeah, we are. This is crooked now, and this is, I should probably put it straight. So I'm going to stamp it straight. And I might have to Now, I'm just going to let this soak in for a minute. Mary Nabe. Let's give a shout out to Mary Nabe. And awesome, simple layouts. You can stamp on designer paper. This is completely cased from Mary Nabe. 100%. Thank you, Karen. Enjoy your night, hon. See you soon. Yeah, you can stamp on your designer paper, friends. It's that simple. Now this one, though, I am going to straighten this out so that it's flush, so that the words aren't crooked. So I'm just going to twist. So I lifted that gently, and then you just twist it until it releases. And I'm just going to put that so it's straight with the bottom of the card, like that. Now, we've got lots of ribbon that we can use, or twine, Baker's twine. I don't know that I could use black. It's a little intense, but I think linen is probably, oh, look at this hot mess here. Linen we'll have to do for now, and we have a bunch of embellishments that we can use. We've got metallics. What time is it? 7:58. Oh my gosh. These are some new ones. It's like, they're supposed to be flowers. Okay, yes, they arrive like this because they're so heavy they fall off the sheet, which is annoying, but whatever. We also have these for metallics. I've got some, where are my, these ones are not flowers, but they look like little dots. And then somewhere in here I do have, there's these, oh, they're not brown enough, but you can color anything with your Sharpies. I'm looking for my literal, oh, I know where they are. I know where they are. They're there, those. That's the ones I'm thinking of. So you can use any of these options here, but I'll use these ones. I'll use these. If you want them darker, just grab your Sharpies and color them darker. So Craig says you're not supposed to. Too bad. We'll give him this one. I will add a little bit of, it's still attached way over. Okay, let's use this one. Thanks, Jenny. There you go. So you can just see the versatility of this is ridiculous. If you don't have designer paper that you like that works, you could emboss the back layer, like whatever you need to do. Okay, I'm gonna curl these a little bit. They're very stiff, so it's kind of breaking down the fibers, and then it gives a little bit of swirl to them. Apparently not in a good way on this one. I don't know that I like that, but let's do it anyway. And if I wear my dots, there I am. It's 8 o'clock. Look at that. We are done right on time. I'd prefer if this was a darker twine, but I could color that with my Sharpie too if I need to. All right, you guys, look at what we did. Look at what we did. Okay, like, I mean, I haven't put sentiments on, but I will. And it could just be a simple, hey there, or happy birthday, right? And if you want to, then I could stamp on this one. That's why I took out the stamp, wherever that one went with the, did I put it back? Where did I move it? Wherever it went. Hang on. I'm drowning in my own chaos here. Here it is, Thoughtful Wishes. So I thought I'd stamp one of these things on here. But just a sentiment of any sort will complete these cards. Throw on 3 gems and some twine and you're done. So the ones that we showed that were beautiful, this one, thank you, Jamie. Shout out to Jamie. When you case it, shout out to Jamie. And this is the other one that I just love. We've got this one with no sentiment, but they will, no sentiment. There, that one's even done. Okay, we're just going to trim this. You guys don't want no. You know what? No bow for you. You look stupid. There. Okay, that's a guy birthday. Then we've got our ducks. Okay, our simple and our very slightly stepped up. They are, hi, Chris Stones from Australia. How are you, my friend? Nice to see you. That's it. That's all. That's what we've got for tonight. So if you play along, and you will, because come on, you guys, you got to play along. Let me just turn that off because nobody needs to see that. I'm going to post these in a minute. And when you make this layout, if you could please post a picture of what you make in the comments below mine, that'd be great. And then we can just see that much more variety of just how simple this, I mean, come on. It doesn't get any easier than that. Honestly, it's so simple. Where did that book come from? Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm so glad, Linda. Sign up for my paper share. Sign up for my class. Buy the leftovers of my butterfly class. I've got 8 packets left. $40. Just $40 in Canada. Other than that, hope you voted. We'll find out all kinds of neat things tomorrow or later tonight. Be back here Friday at 10 a.m. for Coffee Break, my virtual newsletter, because real newsletters are hard. And thanks, Marilyn. Thank you, Alexina, Shannon. Thanks, you guys. Whatever you get up to this week. Oh, I've got all kinds of adulting. I'm going to lawyers. I'm rewriting wills. I'm estate planning. I'm having all the fun this week. I hope your week is a lot more fun than that. But whatever you get up to, I hope it's a great one. Thanks for hanging out with me. Stay amazing. Bye.